All right, hello everyone. This is For Extraordinaire, and we're going to stream some Humankind since, nobody was really watching the Let's Plays anyway, which kind of surprised me. I thought people would be watching it for the closed beta, so I was like, oh, okay, I guess we'll just play as nomads and just kind of screw around, since I still wanted to play the game. But I mean, if people aren't going to watch it, I'll just spend time on scripted videos, so I saw people were watching it, or what, they were watching streams more than videos anyway, so like, why not just play around with our little streams more than videos anyway, so like, why not just play around with our little bro, Edgar, and just rock it out with the weapons or whatever. So, we should probably just start a new save, so let's just go ahead and do that. And if this ever finishes loading, because I know it takes a while for me to load. Yeah, okay, it looks like it's fine now, but yeah, I've just been waiting around. So, yeah. Probably check the comments too, but oh well. Okay, so I think the main idea here is we want to go for something that generates a lot of influence. So one of the big problems I found, especially with the open dev, was that there was just so many problems, or this is closed beta, but there were just so many problems with culture generation, since everyone is so reliant on culture. I don't know if I want to play the show again, because that would be a bit cliche, but now that I know where everyone is starting out, I can be a bit more tactical about this. So before we even decide on a culture, I think we should probably just start getting some food, some resources. We got some influence, actually. That'll be helpful for outposts. Let me just send you over here. I can't kill that deer yet, at least not without risking my tribe here. End our turn. And let me know if the game audio is loud enough for you guys. Okay, there we go. I thought he was going to initiate combat, but the deer are fairly passive. I think they only attack back if you attack them. So move over here. And what is I think the base cost for an outpost is 25, right? Ooh, we can actually go ahead and claim an outpost right now. That's actually not a bad idea. You know what? Let's just go ahead and do that, because my idea or my reasoning behind this is, yeah, let's just settle right here. Best of both worlds. Then we can pop down probably some exploitations there, since the game is recommending me that. But I want to build some like river improvements here, so maybe I'll play as the Hroppins, but anyhow, regardless, we can just place our outpost down here next turn and see how that goes. And then I know the AI aren't that aggressive, but just concerning how I've kind of interacted with tribes with Humankind so far, I at least want to get something down. I can only place this down here, drop my outpost. Should probably place it down here, actually. Then I can always change my mind. Okay, so now that's down. That's down. We'll probably collect this little curiosity here, and then we'll go on afterwards. So let's just go here. Okay, we got some food, thankfully. That means we have 2 tribes. Oops. I did not mean to do that. Actually, let's just go ahead and initiate combat, since we have enough people here. So let's just do a manual battle. Move you over here. We'll try to bait him out to attack us, because I don't want to attack him on the high ground, and I can't position myself on the high ground. So let's end around here. Okay, he's foolishly coming down to attack us. And I think we're blocking his escape route anyway, so he's just going to injure himself. And we can just go attack here. Okay, there we go. And that should kill you right there. Curious to see how much food we actually get. Okay, so you still have some health remaining. Let me check chat real quick. Okay, we actually have 2 people watching, so I must be doing something right. But we actually just killed that guy, so I can't, for whatever reason, the animation didn't play out, or I just was too busy looking at chat, but I guess we did kill him, and we got 10 food out of that, which is fairly important. Looks like we just randomly had some people die there. That was like the animation was delayed a bit, but we still have lost souls. I got this one earlier, but basically we found a tribe, and they're like dying of some unforeseen circumstance, so we're just going to want to, I think, still grab them here, since we have been kind of stalling a bit out just with getting our outpost down. So we have our outpost of Alioth here. And I think I'll keep that there. I want to use you to explore to the north, grab some more food before we jump on to the next era. I'll split these guys up next turn, and then we'll just kind of maneuver on from here. So let's move you here. But I guess my main question for the chat, if you guys are interested, what is like probably if you've played the closed beta, especially or any of the previous open devs, is how has the experience been so far, and what has it been like for you? Have you noticed the influence being a lot more important, or has it not been that big of an issue? How have you enjoyed some of the balancing tweaks, and has the AI improved for you? I guess that's probably a big question the devs are wondering too. So let's just move there. We have a sanctuary, and sanctuaries also spawn animals, if you guys didn't know. Kind of similar to dens in Civ 4, so it's nice to see there's some mechanics kind of similar to old Civ 4. Man, that seems like it's been ages since we've had Civ 4, but end our turn here. Probably check chat again. I don't know how much. Okay, 2 people. That's fine. So let's move you here. I want to get to the sanctuary ASAP. 5 influence, great for some outposts. Move you there. And we're also stockpiling science, so potentially if we get enough curiosities, we can actually get some techs, like 1 free tech right out of the park like we did, I think, with our Let's Play. So let's just go ahead and ransack this, since that'll end our turn. Get some food, 20 food actually. Then we'll grow again. Let's move you to the east. Okay, there's actually a curiosity. Damn it, I should have moved there. Okay, move there, grab some science and some influence. Okay, I don't want to attack you just yet. Let's move on to the hill here, kind of get a good overview of the surrounding terrain. And I think I want to move you here next. Okay, let me move you over here. Okay, you still have 1, you're out of turns. Okay, and you are just raising that, so there we go. Okay, so now we have 2 people here. I think, how is this outpost growing? Okay, you're going to get +1 in a turn, so we're not even going to have to worry about kind of rushing you to... interesting that has the emblematic unit here. Though tribes are not emblematic. Anyhow, I guess we'll just save 1 guy near the capital in case we need food, though I think our situation is currently pretty good. Okay, I meant to split these guys up. Oh well, I guess we'll both be going back there, but let me cancel this real quick in case I forget. I guess I can come back to that later, but anyhow, grab the science here. Get some influence. We got 2 that time. Move over here. Okay, and we have tons of floodplains over here, so I think we might want to go with the Harappans this time, just because I haven't played them, and while the Phoenicians do look fun, and the Zhou are pretty good on this map, I just want to do some crazy food exploits and kind of get those rivers out and running. Okay, so let's split you up before I forget. I think we want you to go to the south here. And, okay, you're not actually moving, which is kind of weird. Okay, this is still, we still need to end a turn. That was just my own foolishness there. Let's move you, separate. Okay, there we go. And we've also got an arrow star, so I think we need 3 to advance. So let me separate this guy here. There we go. Station you there, just in case we get like any weird bear attacks, I guess. Not that it'll really help us too much, but still, just in case we have any like shenanigans, we can at least try to put up a modest defense. Okay, we'll move you to the south. We still have our weird icon staying there, lingering. Okay, let me move you here. Okay, we have some science down there, so I think that'll probably be my next point there. And then we have some mammoths. We fought them earlier as the Zhou, and they actually reward quite a beefy amount of food. Though I think the risk reward is just better to go after deer, kind of at this point in the game, since we don't have that many tribes compared to what we had with the Zhou. We were just getting pops 24/7. Though we do, I think we have enough to ascend, actually. So we can ascend. So actually, we already have our first picks. I don't know if the chat has any specific requests. So it looks like we made it. I think that's mainly due to us growing so quickly. Okay, no specific requests in the chat, it seems. But there may be some latency. So I think I'll just go with my gut and go with the Harappans. +1 food on district production, or on districts producing food. So our farms are going to be super powerful. And then +1 food on river, which is very, very good on this map. We also have canal networks. They take away stability like all other districts, but they also grant additional food on neighbor producing food, which I guess is neighboring districts. Maybe some weird translation from Francais. But we also have an additional farmer slot on cities or outposts. So very, very nice and early farmer placement. We also have the Babylonians, which function very, very well with agrarians, even though they are scientists, since their astronomy houses reward extra food per researcher. Then the Zhou are busted on this map. The Phoenicians, extra gold, and the Havens are pretty good too. The Olmecs would also be good with rivers. So I don't know if they've changed the Olmec's head, but looks like these have also been customized. So let's just go with the Harappans and see where that takes us. The Egyptians could. Have they had any changes to rivers? Let me just see here. No, they haven't. That's unfortunate, considering how important the Nile was. Anyhow, enough blabbering on. Let's just adopt the Harappans. I want to see how they play. And we also have a nice little outfit here with some markings there. Nice. And the runners are pretty good, too, as the Harappans. So we're not ascending just yet. I think we want to just explore the river valley over here and just look at all this river tile. All these river tiles. That is going to be amazing as the Harappans. Definitely. Okay, so let's move you over to this curiosity here. And do we have enough culture to start claiming some other tiles too? We do. Interesting. So I think this is probably a good spot. Since we can't actually build, I don't think, the river improvements on non-river tiles. So I think we might take a detour, build that there, and then jump elsewhere. But we also have a new event. I haven't read this one. Wild Companions. The tribe fought wisely, bravely, and now the dangerous beast it lies defeated. As your courageous warriors lay sprawled out, recovering, several of the ferocious beasts young emerged from the nearby brush. I guess this is domestication. One of the warriors strides closer, spear aloft, ready to kill the young for meat. But before he can, two others stop him. The cubs look up, their eyes large and brilliant like moons. The first says he can train the young so warriors might spar with them, become stronger. Looks like we have a little Ace Ventura here. We have spar, +1 combat strength, or +10. That science is pretty good. That combat strength is also good. Let's go ahead and get the science there. Though one thing I forgot, or I noticed, is that we don't actually have... Here's the cutscene. I've seen this like 50 times, but we don't actually have any wolves roaming on the map, which is kind of a missed opportunity, I think, for like dogs or something like domestication playing out. So I also hope my audio is fine for you guys in the chat. You can hear me. Okay. So we have our little cutscene here. Not too shabby. Looks like the Phoenicians are in the background. They have a very modern style, which is kind of ironic for an ancient era culture, but a lot of cubes. So here we are. We are the Proto-Indians, basically, as the Harappans. I think they are called that because they are like in the Harappa River Valley or something. So the Indus River Valley. And wow. Look at that huge buff. It was like 11 before, just because we weren't having that food buff, and now it's like 26, which is amazing. So 24 there. I think I'm going to choose this tile just because it's not too close to the borders, and I don't think I want to join this with any other areas. I want to focus on just spamming out outposts individually. So let's just put this down. We'll get the city of Baekdu, and this is named after the region because I had a similar outpost with my Let's Play, and it seemed to be named that. Though we might combine this with this city over here. Okay. So Baekdu, there you go. We'll take one turn to establish that. I think we also want to plop you down here, see what's going on. I can probably turn this into a city immediately, so let's just go ahead and do that. There we go. So we have Harappa right on the edge here. Okay, and I think we'll probably immediately start constructing some kind of canal network. +6 food, +6 food. Okay, not necessarily a bad idea. We might also want to get a maker's quarter too. Okay, +1, +1. Okay, we actually don't have that many good options for Maker's Quarter, so I think with that in mind, since these guys are upgraded into runners immediately and they already get their Discoverer bonus, we're going to want to just go everywhere with them to get those pieces of gold. And then after that, I think I'll probably just build some kind of, maybe a farming district here. What is the exact purpose of this? So I guess it just turns this into a river. And it kind of just extends our radius here. So there's no particularly good spots to build this, I don't think. So it's probably just better to get our food instantly from here and see how that works. How's the farm here? +7, +7. Interesting. And we can't build this. Oh, we can't actually build this on the river too. Okay, let me think about that. I think in the meantime, we'll just get a farmer's quarter here. Just be safe. Let me just grab one here. There we go. And after that, let's tend to our guy here. I think we can dissolve him. Then we're growing pretty rapidly. I think in another case, if I was playing another civilization without a huge food bonus, I would probably just drop him in the capital. But since we're playing the Harappans and you get a ton of food, I think we can just afford to send him north and get that gold bonus from collecting some of the tribal huts. And it looks like there's some interesting color patterns here. Okay, move you down here, down there, and we've already met another civilization. So, it looks like there's still tribes. Interesting. So hopefully they don't attack us. I don't think they did last time, but let's grab a calendar. Get granted, that's going to be very, very useful. And Artisan's Quarter for some of our outposts. There we go, instantly, since we had a ton of science left over. And we don't really need Scout Riders since runners are so fast. Irrigation could be really useful with flood irrigation there. So let's just get it. It'll take a while to research, but we're really interested in the river potential there with the synergy with our canal districts. So let's just grab this. Ransack it for some gold. We're not getting the bonus from that. I think it only applies to curiosities. End our turn. And I think we have some negotiations to do with them. Okay, no, you're just prompting me out this guy. So let me send you to the south. Check this out. Of course, it's going to force us onto the river instead of just allowing me to go back there. Whatever pathing. You do you. And let me send you over here. Okay, hopefully these guys have not built an actual outpost out here yet. Let me just move you over here. Can I plop something down? Okay, not yet. I still need 70, so we're getting +5 per turn. We are kind of behind here. Let me go to the sanctuary here, raise that. We have some dye and we have some horses, so seems like a good area to claim. We also are looking for copper too. I think there was some in this region near the map, so that should keep us covered. Yeah, right here. And let me send you over here. Okay. Yeah, we don't have too many scouts, so I'll have to be more careful than I was with like the last game with the Zhou, because I kind of squandered a few of them, I think, to like enemy units. So let's just move over here, and these guys are pretty fast. I think they still have, what is it? How many movement points do you guys have? I think they still have 4 movement, but they just get that huge bonus due to their emblematic status for the gold. So that guy's not fighting me. That's fine. Let's get on the river. And pray this guy doesn't become too hostile. Okay, let me check chat too. Alright, no one has commented anything yet, so, okay. I see how it is. Anyhow, let's just move you onto the grass here. See how this works out. Send you onto the river. Send you there. And we have some curiosities. Let me also check on you. I want to explore the east just because I need to see where the neighbors have settled. I think they still settle in the same regions immediately. We actually chose, I think it's the Zhou, to settle south to this tile since it had more mountains here. But as the Harappans, we want to prioritize some of these river regions, which is why my settlement patterns are just a little bit different here. Okay. So I got to say, the map design is definitely pretty good. Let's move here, ransack this. It'll be a bit of a waste of a turn, but we do need that gold. And we've actually met the Mycenaeans here. So, can we trade with them? Yeah, I think this is locked, actually, so we just have to see how friendly they are. They were kind of a deck as the Nubians last time. It looks like they went with the Mycenaeans because someone else claimed them. Or last time they went as the Nubians because someone else claimed the Mycenaeans over to our east. So, I think that guy is generally more aggressive. We played against him in, I think, all the previous open devs. Okay, let's move here. And I've just noticed in general the AI tend to be very, very shitty people. Okay, we got some amazing science there. Though I think we got some gold too on top of that. Okay, so how is our farm going? Can we actually buy it out? No, so close. We need 93. We have like 3 per turn, 49. So this is a bit unfortunate. Though I do want to exploit this luxury for some gold, some food. And yeah, 3 turns, not too bad. So we also have a treaty here. He's trying to be friendly. I appreciate that. We'll accept that. And let's see if we can drop an outpost down here. We need, I think, 70. Okay, yeah, 70. So let's just keep exploring, I guess. We won't be able to do that this turn. Though, yeah, that is a bit unfortunate. Okay, move you here. Okay, there we go. 5 science. And we are really just speeding ahead here. And we should get irrigation in no time. Though we are kind of sinking a lot of time into that. You know what? Let me just pivot to carpentry. We'll pick back up irrigation later. I am kind of wasting a lot of turns on that, so it's probably a better idea just to not do that. Okay, we'll move there. Thank you. I don't want to kill him now. I don't really get the food yet, so we're just kind of wasting our manpower. End turn. And I noticed the game has done a lot better just in terms of notifying me when my units are done. In the past open devs, they were like never notifying me, and my units were just like wasting time, constantly being stationed and like bumfuck nowhere. So, okay, this is a scenic vista. I really love just how this game presents its rivers. They're just so I don't know the word to describe them, but they just seem so much more natural in terms of like the curves they have, and how they interact with the environment. Like there's waterfalls, and Civ 6 it's just one flat grid. So it's not to say Humankind doesn't have its problems, but compared to Civ 6, it definitely has a lot of advantages in terms of just how it presents itself. But then again, that kind of comes with how Amplitude handles things, and it being like 4 years or 5 years after. So they kind of have that technological advantage. Okay, so we have our farm down here. A canal network would be pretty good, +6. If you guys have any suggestions for the canal networks, let me know. But I think that'd be an okay place to place it down. We're also already getting a ton of food, so I just really don't play with the Harappans too much, which kind of explains why I don't know too much of what I'm doing, though I think it's still a fun experience. So let me buy this out. Looks like it didn't complete. It looked like it was completed, but you know it's finished when you see the actual fireworks there. Okay, so buy that out. Get our food up immediately. We are growing rapidly. +3. Or we're going to get +1 population in 3 turns. Let me send you over here. I just don't like embarking on that river. Okay, this is going to be a lot of production since this is, I think it's dry land or rocky fields. So, there we go. Looks like we have a ton of, what is this? Springs. Interesting. Move you over here. Just see if we can explore the edge of the map, find any more sanctuaries to kill. Since we're just brutal barbarians. And while we didn't find any sanctuaries, we did find some whales or some, what are these? Ambergris. Okay, so I guess it's some kind of weird perfume from sperm whales. Very interesting. Never even heard of that. I know that they used to hunt sperm whales just because it's like some kind of liquid they used in their heads to like kind of light lamps or something. Maybe that was whale fat. I'm confusing it. Which I think is why they call them sperm whales. But I don't know if ambergris is the same thing here. Okay, let me see over here. So where else could we put you? We're kind of covering our perimeter since our runners are so fast. So I guess we can explore some of the rims of the map here and then just send you back, like sacrifice you to an outpost or something. And we have one more city we can build. So you just have just enough, I think, probably to build like an outpost in a few turns. So I think with that in mind, maybe we just build something down here, possibly. Because I want to make use of my rivers as the Harappans and kind of get these food bonuses down. So let me send you back there, get on the rivers. Oh, it seems a bit counterproductive, but I think it'll be worth it as we kind of maximize our river placement as the Harappans. Okay, you're there. Let's move you over here, see how you do. And move on to that river, because I know there's like one player over here, and there's one player over here. They usually go with the Assyrians, so I know I'm going to find someone. But let me just check on chat real quick. Okay, no one's commented anything. All right. But, okay, we have a culture chosen. And let's just explore over here. I know the early game can kind of be boring, but like as you're opening up things, and you're kind of building cities, that's really where the fun part of Humankind kicks in. But we are coming up to higher altitudes here. Just loving to zoom in and see the details on the map. And the kind of intricate patterns they form here with the different like tiles with dry grass and whatnot. Though I haven't seen too many jungles, I have to note that. A lot of the tropical climates don't seem to be too represented. Move here. And we did miss a curiosity back there. But man, look at all these rivers. God. The one thing, I guess, as I'm scouting the map, I need to be careful of the independent people because they love to raid outposts for some reason. So that is definitely a big problem I've noticed. Okay, let's place something down here if we can. Okay, 70. So I guess we'll have to wait for like 3 more turns, 4 more turns. And we've actually got an Empire Civic here. So I'm still saving for an outpost, so I'm going to skip that since they have kind of changed around the way influence works. And it'd be really nice if the actual runners had some bonuses to scouting out rivers, like they didn't have an embark cost. But other than that, I guess they're okay. Kind of falls into the same trap of Civ 6 where they don't really develop rivers enough. There's like no major rivers. I think there's like some wonders for like major rivers, but aside from that, I kind of had problems with how they're depicted, like across all 4X games, not just Humankind. Okay, but man, there was just a lot. Okay, so here we have San Lorenzo. Let's introduce ourselves to the Harapans. Actually, they've introduced ourselves to the Harapans. Okay, we're playing the Olmecs, though they do have some similar bonuses. So looks like she is just a bitch. These seem to be preset. I mean, look at these traits. These are just terrible. She hates us. She makes just borderline insane decisions. She's a traitor. She won't hesitate to stab us in the back. She's also a warlord. She is a cultivator, and she's an avenger. They retaliate until extermination of the aggressor. Well, that is just wonderful. I'm kind of glad she is positioned a bit far from us, though I don't doubt she'll probably start expanding toward our direction fairly aggressively. So let's just center you here. And I guess we can like comb the top of the map until we like reach the tundra. We already see some here. Or the taiga, I think they refer to it as in Humankind. We don't want to be too similar to Civ 6 now. But yeah, the taiga there I think is kind of our border. We won't probably settle that until much, much later, even if we get the chance. We have to see how far the stream goes. Okay, and we have some more influence, so we do want to get Vinikunka. But I'm worried he's going to be placing down a tribe here. So if you do, I'm going to be very, very angry, sir. Okay, let's move you over here. See if we get any curiosities. There's probably going to be some. But I just mainly want to get them for the science, and we do have a sanctuary here. So, okay, how are you doing? You're still building that. Should be fine. And you, how are you doing? Okay, I don't want to grab that just because it looks like we can create a city, but that's going to be a lot of influence. So I'm just waiting to place my outpost down here. And let me just scout their borders real quick here. I don't think I can go into them just yet. I think we need to be a bit friendlier. Yeah, so we can't do that without declaring war. Did I accidentally declare war on them? I accidentally declared war on them. Okay, that's wonderful. So apparently double clicking on the okay, that is a bit funny, I have to admit. Let me just reload that because that is a huge mistake. Apparently just double clicking on that immediately declares war. I didn't realize that. I thought I could just I meant to click on the cancel there, but I don't really want to go to an early war with the AI unless I'm like a militarist or I like really need to kick their ass and like destroy an outpost, as I did like in the Joe with my Let's Play. So if this ever loads again, I notice loading times are super long on this, even with my computer. But yeah, that would be a mistake, so let's not do that. And let's just, I guess, explore this part down here. Okay, so I am waiting. Over here. Okay, one more turn, or probably two more turns. Okay, so what are we going to do with you? Probably just send you down here, look for more curiosities, and explore the local terrain. Kind of like a little tourist here. Alright. If you could even do that in the, like, 2000 BC. Okay, so we still have our same sanctuary here. End our turn. Pray this guy doesn't build an outpost. Okay, he's still, like, effing around on the river for whatever reason. And we need, like, just two more. Okay, he's definitely going to build an outpost just to screw with us, though. I just know how this game works. It's just so depressing at this point. Okay, so we've met the Harapans here. Looks like there's another border over here, so we should probably just go ahead and meet them. Just in case anyone decides to go and commit war crimes against us, at least we'll have the AI's pity. So grab this. And who did we order? Okay, you're embarking on that river. So we have our own religion. Let's go ahead and get shamanism, I guess. And then thankfully he hasn't built an outpost. So let's just build one here. Kind of claim that. And that should do. Though I think I might actually go over here and build this. It is recommended. So let's just get Kochab there. I don't want to be too close to the southern border here because I definitely want to merge these cities with the Harappans and the river shenanigans. But I don't want to go too crazy here. So let's just shift over here. And I have no doubt the AI are still going to place like frustrating outposts, but it'd be a miracle if they didn't. So we still have some unforeseen resources here. At least they tell us, unlike in Civ 6. Okay, so we have, what is this here? Hydrothermic vents, interesting. And looks like we have a curiosity over here. So our exploring, to be precise, hasn't completely gone to waste. Okay, so we have, what is that here? Okay, that's just an elk. I thought it was like some kind of weird Wendigo. Okay, you're done here. How fast are you growing? Okay, so you already have 3 pops, and this already has 3 pops as well. So once we have that done, it'll be 1 turn. Probably not a good probably not a bad idea to get something like a holy site over here. So I don't think it would be a bad idea to kind of place it around here with the farm, so they don't really get any synergy from that. So it's kind of a tough decision here. Okay, that's actually a good spot here. Let's just go ahead and place our, what is it? Our canal down there. We'll buy this out with 21 gold, and that'll get us some additional gold as well as some food. Not that we need it with our tons of food from like the canals and our river bonus, but just in case, you know, you never know. Someone comes to your country and commits like genocide against your people. Okay, like this guy is trying to do right here. We can always do that. Okay, that is very, very annoying. So it looks like they do already want war since she is kind of a backstabbing bitch. Not really too surprising. Okay, there's some ocean there. End my turn. And, okay, you're just kind of screwing around my borders. So, okay, looks like no one has asked any actual questions, so I guess I'll just continue. I'll just come in the chat in case you guys had any comments or anything, so let me ransack this here, get 10 gold. Okay, we're still in retreat, unfortunately, so we can't ransack that just yet. Okay, I guess we could station down here, though we could also elevate it to a city, so I'll keep this guy over here, just in case I want to combine like this into one big mega city. So I think just in case, just to have like a wide array of options, we can build our second city over here on the river, and that should be pretty good. Okay, this will be 8 turns, so I think we want to go for some science here. That'll be +6. How much could we buff our turn time? That is 8, 6. Okay. I think I'll put 2 people towards production just for now. We'll get a ton through the outrivers. We also have Keepers of the Creed. I guess we'll go with men because we're sexist pigs. Okay. I don't know. I don't really care though, so doesn't really make too much of a difference until like we're much later into the game, so I guess men is fine as a default. Let's end our turn. And okay, you're not building any annoying outposts. If they build an outpost down here though, I would definitely be pissed off, which they will probably do. So okay, you're still moving there. 16 per turn. It's probably like what, 120 now for the outposts. Okay, 80. It's not too big of a too bad of a increase there. So I'm fine if they actually claim this territory down here, even though it has like the Danakil Desert, which is pretty good. I think it's 4 tiles, which means like 20 influence per turn. Yeah, +5 per wonder tile. Unfortunately, wonder tiles aren't actually unique. You do have unique models, but they don't actually have unique effects like in Civ 6, which is unfortunate, but still, I guess it's fine. Okay, I'll just set you to auto-explore now. And you're going to grab that. Thank you. You have some reason. We'll also grab some gold from that and some science. Okay, what are you doing down here? Let me go ahead and kill this sanctuary. And we have one last turn. You can keep exploring up north. Just kind of fill our maps out. And I think we might even meet an Assyrian player. We were going to meet like the other player before, or the AI, before the Harappan or the Olmecs rudely... okay, they're still attacking us. God damn it. Before the Olmecs rudely redirected us. But I'm just surprised she's so aggressive. Talk about a dick move, though. I guess I'm glad she's not immediately aggressively settling to the west here. Let's end our turn. Grab this. And we already have an era star. Interesting. So let's just grab... Okay, we've converted a city to our religion. Let's just go ahead and grab this over here. Okay, you've grabbed that, thankfully. Okay. And the pathing is, like, for auto-explore, I just have to say it's way better than Civ 6. I've just checked it out. Like, there's no question. It does have its faults with the pathing, but Humankind's just pathing in general is way better than Civ 6. And it's like a minor detail, but it still just makes that much of a difference. Okay, we need 80, and we're getting 16 per turn, which is very, very good. I wonder where that's coming from. I think it might be a religion, but I'm still unsure. Okay, we also have an event, or a new civic. Okay, I'm still saving up game. Thank you very much. Though this is pretty tempting. I think I'll make it legitimacy, and then celebrating with the plus 15 stability is never bad. Though codified laws is pretty good too. I haven't gone with codified laws before. I usually go with celebrating, though I think they nerfed it just a little bit. Because stability in the early game isn't too important. So, at least you're not spamming out too many districts early game. Okay, let's grab this. And it looks like we haven't seen tail of the AI yet. Not even any scouts, just their little border outline there. Okay, I think it's safe to set you to auto-explore. Okay, you're exploring our nearby territory. And that looks like a unique mountain, though it's just a weird shape there. Okay, so looks like they've claimed this outpost down here. They haven't claimed anything over here, so I'm fine with that. As long as they stick to their turf and they don't harass me. So we have about one more turn, I think, until we get... Or 2 more turns until we can get that outpost there. Let me set you to auto-explore. And you should be fine. Okay. I also think I want to probably elevate this city first. And then I can back settle later. So I'm saving up some influence after I build this outpost. And then I'll attach those 2 outposts later once I actually have the influence to do so. But again, influence is just such a big thing in the early game for Humankind. Even more so than it was in Victor OpenDev, so... Kind of unfortunate that is just so important to kind of go with an aesthete culture early on, but... What can you do, man? Okay, so we have another war. Okay, looks like this is an independent tribe. Who are you? Okay, you know what? I think I might actually battle this guy, so... Let me just have them attack us on the high ground. Oh, it's actually a bear. So we're getting mauled by a bear. Oh, well. Out in my round, or I could attack you down here, actually. I'll do that. And I think runners are slightly stronger, so let's just have the bear suicide himself. And I think we get some gold for that. Plus 10 gold. Okay. So that's going to be really useful early on. And... let's go ahead and just try to buy something out. Okay, let's buy this out here. There we go with our canal district. It looks fairly unique. And I think we can only build 1. So, yeah, since we build that, it's 1 and done, unfortunately. Okay, that is going to be 8. That's pretty good. 4 there. Definitely not want to build that there. We also have plus 9, plus 6, and plus 1. So let's go ahead and get a Maker's Quarter. We are low on production. And I think that's probably the best next direction for us to go. We only have 93 stability, so it's not too bad. I shouldn't say only have. We have a ton of stability, so... we're just hanging on by. And let's go ahead and build an outpost here. There we go. Okay, I think that's fairly optimal. We have a river here for the food. And then once we join these 2, the rivers will be ours to command. Okay, and how are you growing here too? You should be growing fairly quickly. Yeah, you have already 1 population. And for those of you guys that didn't know, we have we start with 1. Okay, God damn it. They're being fairly aggressive. But you start, I say as I'm boxing this poor guy in. But like you start out with 0 people in your outpost and you can fit up to 4. So keep that in mind when you're building a city. You could have like 0 people in a city, which could be kind of hard to kick off the ground. So you just want to be optimal about your outpost placements early in the game. Thank you. Okay, ancient tribe, population. Thank you. We just saw that. And we've got 10 more gold. Let me send you over here because I don't think they automatically ransack the sanctuaries. Let me grab this curiosity here because I saw the scouts poking back. And then I'll send you back. I guess I could send you to auto-explore, actually. Not a bad idea. Let's just do that. We want to max our runners, of course. And a melody for occasions. Okay, we have a ton of gold, so let's just go ahead and get the +10 industry in our capital. And we'll buy this Maker's Quarter out. And it's just going to keep skyrocketing our industry here. So that's going to be... should be more industry than +1. I read +8, so I think it'll be more than that. I think they've had problems anyhow with displaying yields. I had a Confucian school back here. One time it said it'd give me +15, and it gave me like +1. So I think I'm still getting the yield from that. I'm getting 39 here, and I think that'd be impossible. Yeah, I'm getting +6 from that district, right? Okay, I don't know where it's given the factors in for those yields then. I guess it's from the adjacent exploitations. So that makes sense. Okay. I see what's happening here. So, let's... we have a lot of trees, don't we? Let's go ahead and get a lumber yard. And that should be good for here. I want to upgrade a city soon. So, I'm kind of just debating whether we need to build another outpost here to kind of fend these guys off. There's also an outpost from these people here. I haven't met them yet. Or if I want to upgrade my city. I don't know if Chad has any suggestions for me. If there's anyone still watching. Okay, there's no one watching. Perfect. Though we did it 4 people, so that's not too bad. Well, we've also discovered a wonder here. And, okay, wow, we got 10 science right off the bat. So what are we researching now? We're still researching irrigation. And I think I probably just forgot to switch from that to, like, what? Domestication. So let's just grab domestication. I'll pivot back to irrigation. And then I should probably send you guys back to Auto Explorer. There we go. And speaking of Auto Explorer, I sent someone like some kind of sanctuary. So let me just see here. Where were you? That wasn't you, was it? No. Okay, right here. Kill this guy. Slaughter everyone. And we're going to get 22 gold. Okay, not bad. Apparently the yields are increasing. So that lumberyard should be done fairly quickly, and if worst case scenario, we can always buy it out later. We're getting +18 per turn, which is quite a lot. Though it looks like our influence has dropped, unfortunately. Let's end our turn. Ransack successful. And the Assyrians have met us. Interesting. So you're traitorous. You're vindictive, which means you're going to hate us. Okay, you're never going to forget. And they're eager to develop relationships. So that is kind of contradictory. You're eager to be friends, yet you're also going to backstab me. Okay, well, whatever, I guess. And also, I've noticed there's diplomatic badges, too. So I guess that kind of develops. But it's unfortunate we can't choose our own archetypes. So I guess this is just a way of indirectly buffing the AI. But, I mean, choosing my own archetypes would be pretty good. At least it would give me some diversity with how I play the game. Though I guess players could kind of exploit that just a little bit. So let's set you back to Auto Explorer after we've collected that gold. We've probably killed these unfortunate bastards home. We've just destroyed it. But, what is Kandakish? Okay, this is actually a forest, I think. So nice to see we have some landmarks here. And that's probably the only landmark in the map. Interesting. But yeah, we've met the Assyrians. We also have religious rights, so I'm still not going to spend anything on the civics just yet, because I am saving for this city here. Okay, that's going to be 138, which is kind of hefty. So, is there any way I could actually increase my civic cost? Show me my civics, or not my civic cost. That's the exact opposite thing I want to do. Increase my influence points. Okay, actually there is. Let's go ahead and establish natural right for our +5 influence there. We're going to get +21 now. So that is going to be really, really good. Now we're back to +18. And I think that's going to be setting us up for some pretty good influence. So we're already like recruiting, capping that back. Let's also trade luxuries. There we go. And we have a new event, Euphony. That's going to shift us a little bit towards the right, or the left, I guess, since it is authority. Okay, even though I'm shifting right on the map. Okay, an Aerostar, thank you for our huge population. And I think we're going a bit slow, though. So I might want to grab some of these expansionist stars. Build 3 more outposts. Speaking of which, you are on Auto Explorer. I kind of want to send you back since we're just like having these 2 guys explore the same territory. So maybe instead I can just have you station over here. An outpost over here wouldn't be too bad, would it? Let me see. How much is this going to cost? 90. I guess I'll station you over on this little hill here, and then you can wait to build kind of something. Or just wait to build something interesting. End our turn. And we do want to upgrade. Okay, we got another Aesthete Star. Or our first for getting a ton of influence. How do I exit out of this? There we go. Kind of weird place to put an exit. We also have an, what is this? Okay, someone's obtained a Merchant Star. So we've met the Babylonians. I didn't even know we met them. They haven't introduced themselves, but looks like we already have a crisis with them since we were being attacked. So I don't know why they're doing that, but apparently the AI does not know how to send a proper introduction because they just keep attacking us. So, talk about a dick move. Okay, they want a non-aggression pact. I'm actually fine with this, since she is kind of a backstabber. So, I mean, I guess she's not going to honor that. So I don't know why I would be fine with that, but I mean, just to kind of get a false guarantee. Okay, we have orders. There we go. And you should still allow me to skip my turn. There we go. Okay, Nash has gained a population, and we finally researched irrigation. We've also gained, what is this? A scientist star for unlocking some text there. Pretty good. We're slowly coming along. And what do I want to do here in the capital? We are low on stability. Let me get that fountain. And after that, I think the flood irrigation would be pretty good just to kind of maximize our food. And then after that, we might want to build up some archers since we have a ton of population and just to defend ourselves. So, not a bad idea there. And I guess that'll also lower or increase our stability as we have less people to kind of govern. So, there's a little river plaza. Nice little details there. Let's go ahead and work on city defense. I am being a bit defensive, and it is the cheapest tech to research right now. Okay, an idle army. I don't know why you're still stalling here. Just making me wait. God damn. Okay, and what are you there? Looks like the Olmecs feel differently. Okay, the Assyrians discovered the stunning Fairlieu terrain. Interesting. Where's that? Is this like an entire wonder for a region? Where's that wonder? Okay, apparently this is its own buff. It says Sterly terrain. Okay, I think it is some kind of like desert formation. That's interesting. So we have that there. We have some kind of grassland label feature here. And we also have some kind of like lowland feature here too. So nice to see that there's at least some kind of labeling going on for the different natural places around the world. So we can't upgrade you to a city just yet. I think that'll be one more turn, and I'll definitely do that since I want to be building my canal sites. So let me just, I'm going to be kind of moving around here a bit, but let me just get that set up. Okay, order you there. And you want to trade some luxury, that's fine with me. As long as you don't encroach on my territory. I'm fine with them settling just a little bit close, like one outpost west of me since, or east of me since they, their capital's like right there. That'd kind of be a dickish move just to take that. But if they do settle any closer, I'm going to be kind of pissed off. Okay, end our turn. There we go. Population gain, city defense, thank you. And now we finally have enough to upgrade our city, so let's just go ahead and do that. And get a canal network ASAP. Okay, +7, +5, +3. Probably the best place to do that. And then can we connect this immediately? Now we're going to need to wait one turn. We're getting +33 per turn, which is pretty good. So we have Mohenjo-Daro. Kind of curious to how they actually came up with these city names. But let's go ahead and kind of exploit this. Get the little production and the money here. Buy that out immediately. And we probably want some food too. So let's grab this here. And that'll be done in 4 turns. Okay, so we already have like 3 pops. So this city is already kicking. But we are at our city cap, unfortunately. So we're going to have to merge that city, kind of exploit things a bit. And I wonder if merged cities get more emblematic units depending on how many cities they have merged. I think that's a good question. And yeah, let's get bronze working. We want to get some of these units early on since we have copper right in our territory. And copper is kind of sparse if you guys have been checking around the map. Yeah, not necessarily the most abundant research, resource, kind of like iron and Civ 6. There we go. Okay. And after that, okay, grab this. Go back here. Some science for us. Population lost, unfortunately. And, okay, we have one more Aerostar. So we need 2 more to ascend. This game is going by kind of fast. Okay, let me put you back up here. And actually I want to grab this. So grab that science. Go back up here next turn. And we have an event. Okay, I've had this one for a bit. So let me just lose this ability. It's not too big anyway. We're building this fountain soon. I can actually buy it out. So I want to do that since we have a low army. Or we don't have much of an army at all. And then we actually have some barbarians to the north. So we have to watch that just a little bit. See how that goes. And that could be a bit of a problem. So let me see here. Okay, you're going to be done. Can we attach you? Yes, we can. So let's attach that. That'll be upgraded into its own little city here of Nash. And then we'll gradually connect them with our own districts. And then after that, I think I want to get my farming district down. And then later we can kind of capitalize on that. So let's end our turn. Okay, another event. Man, we're getting a ton of events. Since we're on a river, we got the flooded lands, unfortunately. So we can only really afford to spend 60. So let's just go ahead and do that. I can't really do 120. And then last time I did that, I had a terrible outcome anyway. So let me just retreat here. They're kind of being a dick. Okay, these guys are being a dick too. Looks like it's an independent tribe over there. So, end my turns. And we have enough influence to build our outpost here. We do. So let's just go ahead and claim that. We are establishing a little border here. And then I'll check the chat. Okay, we actually have 3 people. So welcome to the chat, or the stream, guys. And let me end my turn here. I don't really get too many people at the streams, but I just love to showcase the gameplay. So I think I'm fine stationing here. I want to get this guy over here, kind of scout the enemy territory, see what's going on, and then we can genocide him later on. All right, end my turn. And Bike Dude just keeps losing population. Okay, so we can actually ascend this turn. So before I even do that, I want to get my canal network up and running. So that is what? +5, +4. Can we build anything over here? Okay, +7. Okay, you know what? We could probably just take the dive and build the +7 network there. +5. Okay, I'll build this network here, which is one of the benefits of kind of building cities kind of spaced apart. And then we can ascend now and see if we can still kind of keep that. Hopefully we can. Or else it'd kind of be a waste. But, ooh, and we even have a tribe over here. Okay, that is going to be a problem. Are they an official tribe yet? Okay, looks like they're still building up. So let me send my guy here. Kind of glad I kept him here. And see if we can kind of disrupt that little trade network there. Okay, do not move there. Stop getting into fights with people. And auto-explore. Thank you. Looks like he's building up his city. Okay, now that you're here, we'll have you guard. And I think I'll probably build another archer. And after that, we're getting flood irrigation. So we should be good to go. We have, how many pops do we have here? Like 8. That's pretty good. Actually, we have like 6. I'm bad at math. Anyhow, we have Fate of Free Cities. So this is going to be interesting and relevant to us. Since it's going to affect how we talk to free cities. So assimilate versus kind of conquer. And we've already entered a new era. So let's go ahead and do that. And I guess I'll wait to see if you guys have any suggestions for us. Or we could always just go off the grid. So we have a lot of options here. We could ascend. I never like ascend as the same culture. It's just always so interesting to kind of go with another culture and just shake up the gameplay. So I played the Axumites. I played the Greeks. I think I played almost everyone except for the militarists and the Mauryans. I played the Persians very briefly. And then the Mayans were pretty good for me, personally. I love the Kuna, its functionality, and it also grants some additional faith. We are kind of struggling on faith, and we've built a few Maker's Quarters already, so I guess we need some production. The Maya wouldn't be a bad idea. And the Axumites also give us some gold, though we already get that from our runners, so I don't know. I'm kind of conflicted, though I don't think we're the first to make it to the culture, so we have basically a free pick of everything. In case you guys have any pitches. Okay, we've had 4 people, so that's not a bad idea. Though, I guess I'll wait like a few seconds in case you guys have any ideas. In case you want to see me play something. Any culture suggestions? I'll just type that in the chat. Okay, and then I also probably want to comment on, like, I guess I'm just waiting around. I think the idea for this over here is we basically get our canal networks up and running over here, and then the city is itself, it'll just gradually grow over, and then hopefully we can try to make use of these mountains, though we can't work them in Humankind, so we just have to be a little bit careful. And then we can also work these tiles too, so how do the Maker's Quarters work? Okay, plus 10 here, plus 5 here, so as the Maya, we would probably be getting a pretty good production outpost here, since we have a ton of rocky fields to work with. How's our production over here? Okay, so plus 4, plus 3, plus 4, plus 2. Okay, so what do you guys said anything? Okay, not in particular. So I'm just going to go with the Mayans, I think. Let's just go ahead and ascend, and we'll just go play the cutscene. Look at our clothes. Loving that jade. Okay, so we also get industry per number of territories, so I think that's going to really help us out too.
As urban centers grow, both ideas and sewage are generated at a record pace. Arts and science.
I also hope it's loud enough. If it's not loud enough, I apologize. That's just, I guess I could turn the audio up, but if the game's not loud enough for you guys, let me know. I can always tweak the audio. Personally, on my end, I usually leave it more quiet since, for whatever reason, OBS records things a bit more differently. So here we are upgrading as the Maya. Bronze working researched. Knowledge is power, of course. And I think we're going to want to adopt some civics that kind of increase our city cap. So did you stop building that? Ooh, you did. Okay, that really sucks. Though on the bright side, we have the Kuna, and that's going to be, holy shit, 26 production and 2 faith. Wow, that is some insane yields over there. Let's build that immediately. That is going to be insane, thanks to the territories we have over here. So the Javelineer is also going to be very good. I don't wonder if we can upgrade these guys. Let me just see here. Okay, we can't upgrade them to Javelineers just yet. Though I am going to cancel this guy, this archer here, because Javelineers are ranged. So let me just... we can't actually build them yet, can we? Okay, in that case, I'll get a warrior. And then after that, this Kuna is going to be amazing up here. So let's grab that. And we can't buy it out immediately, but it'll be on the back of our minds. We also want to set you to Auto Explorer, if we can. We can't. Is there danger nearby? No, you're just kind of being picky. Okay. We have flooded land, soggy. Ooh. That's going to be nasty. Okay. Well, at least we didn't get the worst possible scenario where, like, everyone dies. So I'll take that as a net positive. Okay, research here. Let's get, standing army wouldn't be bad. Though, where's the Javelineers? Are they in our sights? Okay, let me just open the tech tree real quick. Loving the artwork, by the way. And where are our javelin throwers? Our pointy boys? Okay, it's right over there. So we're going to have to research standing army. And, okay, I missed it there. We're going to want to research standing army, but I think first we'll get the wheel for transportation. And then we'll get standing army. And we also have an encounter here. Go ahead and retreat. These guys just keep poking into their territories. I thought at first it was the AI attacking me, but it's just these guys kind of poking into their territories, which I have to admit I'm sorry for. Okay, retreat there. And thankfully we don't lose influence for retreating, or else that'd be really, really shitty. Okay, so Baekdu has lost population again. They're kind of just floating around there. Looks like they've built another outpost too. Interesting, we have another confrontation, and we can't retreat this time. Let me just instant resolve this. Okay, you've died. I think I'll start moving some of these guys back, actually. And just sacrificing them to the cities. Though I do want to scout out here. Let's move over there. And how are you doing here? So let's buy the Kuna out. Immediately get a ton of production there, as well as all the exploited tiles adjacent to us. And that'd be pretty good for a Kuna as well. So we can build multiple of these. Apparently we can't build multiple of the canal networks, which is kind of interesting there. Okay, can't build any there as well. So Not sure how that works. Also, I think we're going to build another farmer's quarter here. Plus 10 would be pretty nice. Plus 7, plus 4, plus 5, plus... Okay. Let's get a farmer's quarter here for some food. Unfortunately, we could not get that canal network done, but on the bright side, I think the flood irrigation will be pretty useful for us. So there we go. And let's send you back all the way to the capital. Over here. Okay, oops. That is, I did not mean to do that. Go back here. And can we ransack this? We can. Though... What is going on here? Is this a trade route? I think it might be. So, I think trade routes eventually lead to independent cities being established. I'm just confused as to, like, whether this is, like, some kind of outpost or whether I'm supposed to actually be destroying this because it's an independent person or a tribe. So, I guess that is a lot of production, actually. Wow. Let's just go ahead and settle here and build an outpost there. And then after that... We'll just build that for an outpost. We won't actually build a city onto it for a while. And that's just to keep the, to dissolve the trading post. It's just to keep it kind of under control. So, after that's done, I think we should probably check these for some exploitations here. I also want to build a copper mine here too. There we go. Wonderful. And we get some science and production too, which is just the cherry on top. Okay, the Kuna is going to be built soon. Let me actually specialize the, or prioritize the Kuna. It's going to be 4 turns. That's going to up my production a significant amount. And what is this?
From me and my people.
Okay, you have some crises. Interesting. So, let's move you back to the capital too. And see where this goes. Alrighty. We also want to move you back. Move you here. I kind of got interrupted by the city planning over here. Okay, so you're moving back. Okay, don't prompt me, buddy. Okay, I guess this deer has to move by. End our turn. And how is chat doing? Okay, 2 people. So no culture suggestions, I guess. That's fine. Alright, so we have some dry grass and sage here. Interesting. We also have religions being converted, so I think the Maya will help us kind of resist that. Looks like we're slowly converting these guys over here. And these guys have their own religion too. So they're converting to Babylonian polytheism. And we're converting everyone over here to our religion. So, not too bad. We have 18 followers, which is going to be really, really nice. Once we get some holy sites up, which we should probably do pretty soon. So, okay. I guess we can end our turn here. I guess you can station. You can also find some kind of alternative path here. There we go. And you're just going back. Fine with me. Looks like these guys are coming to a crisis here because they're rapidly swallowing up their other territory. And we have a population loss, unfortunately. So these guys have unfortunately established themselves, the Huarikanga. And I think these are like some kind of new world civilization, but we definitely want to take care of them. And they have some chariots out too. So I guess we could want to see whether or not they're like kind of adamant. Okay, so they are peaceful. We could probably even incorporate them. Though I think we probably have to influence them a bit more to do that. So as long as they don't attack me or my outposts, I'm fine with that. Okay, I also want to grab this territory down here. So now that I have the influence, let me just go ahead and do that. And, okay, I'd have to wait for you to finish. Give an event, and I think this is the Unix one. So, hold on, let me take a drink. Lime water, so refreshing. A troubling truth has emerged regarding the great stable megalopolis of Mohenjo-Daro. Apparently we are a megalopolis now. Many servants from the city's palace have been castrated at the command of the local ruler. Ouch. These eunuchs are believed to be more loyal, and they are said to play a number of roles from courier to singer to guard. Okay, that would probably be a great way to start off an opium addiction right after you get your balls cut off. That would be pretty bad. I guess we'll accept this. We're not going to have too many punishments here. So, I guess we'll just let them just be castrating fetishists here. So, what a weird event, though. I guess that's typical of the classical era. Okay, so you're building that. You're building irrigation. Okay, let's also get lumber yards. And after that, let's get public fountains. Okay, we have another skirmish, of course we do. And, okay, I'm trying to get out of the territory. I'm not trying to get back in it. I know what you guys don't understand by that. I'm just trying to get away from you freaks. Just let me leave in peace. So this is Chertan. And have these guys ascended yet?
Tell me about yourself.
Nope, still the Olmecs. Have these guys ascended yet? Assyrians. So I guess they'll say if they've ascended. But we seem to be fairly ahead of the curve, despite all the war crimes our enemies are committing against us. Okay, after you're done here, go back to the capital, please, if we can even make it there. The AI is just being such a dick. Okay, end turn. And looks like these guys are just having fun playing SimCity here. So they do have a pretty palace there. Okay, our idle army is there, and hopefully you guys let us pass. Though if you don't, I'm going to be offended. I might cry just a little bit. Okay, attitude changed, and they built an outpost down here, so they are definitely trying to butt heads with these guys over in Olmecia, whatever they call their homeland. Okay, so you're moving back here, and you are... Okay, I was worried that they placed out an outpost, but you should be moving over here, and you should be fine. So, there we go. Population gain, thank you. And a new wonder can be claimed. Let's check that out in a little bit. I want to see what this is going on here. Okay, accept that non-aggression pact. Thankfully, they aren't planning anything. And they have stolen our salt, though. That is unfortunate. Okay, so. We probably want to grab some palisades after we get the lumberyard up and running. But we do have our... What is this? Our farmer's quarter. We have it next to our kuna. And another kuna would probably be a good idea. Ooh, that would be 20. 21. Then we'd sacrifice that there, our farming district. I do want to see what our stone circles would be like, too. I think I'll probably place this out here, just in case I plan to do anything else with it, and I don't want to really disrupt these features over here. So let's just place that down here, get that up and running, and that'll be 11 turns, not too bad. You also have a proposition for me. I'll accept trade everything, and I'll accept open borders, and I'll accept share maps. Okay, he just really wants to be a friend, so that's fine with me. And it looks like he's turned that into a city, too. Since I don't see the slated borders there. So despite being the Mycenaeans, they are friendly. Looks like this is a jungle, though. Interesting, they have Terra Rosa. Okay, moving down here, and... Okay, you're going to battle this guy. I don't want that to happen. So let's just redirect. And that should be good. End turn there. Oh, thank you for hopping in, Travis, I believe your name was. I'm bad at names. Thank you, Travis. Okay, so Travis says he's hopping in after Potato's stream. Thank you. I didn't know you were streaming today, but great to hear. So, I think he's been doing a bit of streaming lately. Okay, of course we're going to battle these guys here. These are definitely some kind of mercenary group. Let me retreat. Who are these dicks? Okay, the Kissites. The Cassites. And we just retreat just to have to fight these guys, which is unfortunate. So we did win. I manually resolved that since I didn't really put up with it. But these guys are chasing us down. We have 2 bears. And we have 2 archers. So I hopefully these guys duke it out. Hopefully they don't get the smart idea to team up on me and just screw me over. So we'll have to see how that works out. Though, you know, knowing my luck, probably not going to be too good. So, just saying, man. Just saying. Anyhow, I do want to claim some of this territory near me. So, let me move over here. What is the best place for an outpost? Okay, it's down here. And I think we'll grab this here. And that should be good. It's right in the center of everything. Right in the center of the action. Okay, you're at least making a safe trip home, though I shouldn't be too sure of that, considering how mean the AI has been to me. Okay, Bayekdu is gained a population. They keep fluctuating. And we still need to get our cities under control. So, the struggle for Dominion. Let's see this new civic. Speaking of civics. Okay, this is just what we need, actually, because we did want some city caps. So, we wanted our city caps raised. Do we want to be a dictator or do we want to be libertarian? You know what? I think we'll be libertarian this round. I do have enough influence to kind of stockpile. God, you guys are just being dicks. Leave me alone. Okay. So this guy's just trying to zone of control me. Anyhow, these guys are just being so mean. So these guys are even posturing on my border, even though I don't even know what they're thinking. So you guys should be friendly to me. So why are you guys pretending like you're China? Start building artificial islands as soon as I know it. So their attitude is... Where does it display the attitude? Pleasant. So they shouldn't be too aggressive towards us. And they depend on access to our resources. So I'm not going to be too worried, I don't think, about this party. I guess they're just maybe going to war against someone over there. Okay. We're going to have to manually battle these guys. What a bunch of assholes. Okay, this guy's going to die. That really sucks. We'll probably pay them back later if we can. And we're just losing all of our scouts, which is really, really bad. That's going to make us look weak in front of the AI, which is definitely something I don't want to do since the AI seems to be a lot more competent this time around. So, one more pop in here next turn. And looks like this is an idle army. So, just move over to the river tile, buddy. Please don't start any shit. And move over here. Okay, and turn. Hopefully he doesn't try to fight me. If he does, I think I can retreat. Okay, he's still being somewhat friendly, so that's a good sign. Let me move over to the river. I don't know why I'm so slow. Something weird is going on. Anyhow, I'm kind of paranoid. Let me just place that outpost down there. I can move it later, just in case he tries to claim anything here. And later on, I guess I can keep expanding. I'll probably draw the borders. What is it? Right around here. I'll claim this, and then I'll probably claim like this. And then after that, I'll like back settle and see how things go. So, I'll probably also make this the capital too, so we have to just see how that goes as well. And then I have an alliance coming up. Let's get the non-aggression pact. I'm all for freebies here. Okay, not for Furbies, just for freebies. Alright, let's send you down to Bike Do. And we have 2 people here. We're building our little army here. Our little collage. Okay, we have what? Okay, we have a warrior, we have an archer, so I think next, logically, we'd probably just pitch in and help out with the stone rings. Though a palisade isn't a bad idea. We are a bit low on stability, relatively speaking. Let me get the granary. And I think we'll go on and decide where we are going after that. Though, I don't need the money, do I? Let's move you over here to the science and kind of beeline that. And a scientist quarter would help too. Okay, so we have our neighbors to the east. I'm not too worried about them. They still haven't ascended, so they are a bit behind the curve. I'm doing a lot better than I was last game, so we'll have to see how this goes particularly. And then we have our Mohenjo-Daro here. My sweet little baby. So you're still building the stone rings. Okay, we'll enter a turn. Thank you. Bike do. The wheel is researched. And we're going to get roads. Loving this feature. You just don't have to build them like with trade routes. Okay, I was worried someone declared war on me. Apparently the Mycenaeans have gone to war with the Babylonians, which explains why they sent an army right through here. I was kind of worried they'd be backstabbing me, but I don't think this guy is traitorous, so he should be fine. And wow, it looks like they joined everything to one big mega city, so interesting how that works out. But anyhow, they're sending these guys over to the Mycenaeans, so I don't really care if they kind of screw their shit up. So more benefits for me. It looks like they've kind of been slacking on their development to the left side of the map, so apparently, yeah, they're slacking just a little bit. Let me check chat real quick. Okay, no one has said anything. We have 3 viewers, not too bad. Most of my streams get 1 viewer, so not too bad at all. Okay, now that we have this here, I think I'll keep going up and spamming these outposts. I can build that there for 170. You have just enough for that. I think we're like 50 over, so not too bad. Okay, these guys are like passive, so they're not going to be attacking me anytime soon. I could probably vassalize them. And it looks like there's some kind of tribe over here, or some kind of trade route, Axolotl. So I guess that's maybe a trade route between me and like the Babylonians. Though I didn't even know I was trading with them, so man, this game is just full of surprises here. Let me go ahead and get standing army. I promised I would, and I want the Javelineers, just in case I have to go on offense sometime soon. I think I also wanted to move my capital, because this city is much more prosperous. Not because it actually matters, just to be aesthetic and reasonable. So +5 here, +5 there. Anything here? Okay, +3 there. Okay, +18. Okay, +21. We should probably build another Kuna right over here, just because of anything else would not be too useful. So that should be good. Alright. But man, we are just piling up on production here. Okay, speaking of which, I think I might just move this guy, one of the gold guys, over to the industry here. And we can kind of rush the stone circles. Okay, you're moving over here. And hopefully the Babylonians and all these guys to the east remain friendly. I'm trying to play a passive game. I want to be a bit defensive. I just want to build up. And then after that, I could go militarist, bash a few skulls in. But I definitely know the Olmecs were not expecting this guy to come in, barge down the door, and just send a bunch of scouts suicidally right into their capital. So, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. He might be waiting to upgrade his... Okay, no, he's going balls deep. Okay, he's going right to their capital here. So... We have a new wonder. Let's try to claim something. I said I'd claim something earlier, but thankfully none of these wonders have slipped past us. Alright, any recommendations for Wonder Chat? Wonders Chat? Okay, you're still playing Civ 6 PS4. I heard the console edition is getting Anthology. I think they are. So I'd probably just wait on that, but if you have like all the expansions, Anthology is probably not going to be worth it. Though I don't know if there's still a discount. I mean, Anthology is like the best deal ever. For Civ 6 or any Civ game like in history. It's like almost $100 off, which is insane. Considering you have like 3 big expansions, counting the new Frontier Pass, since that's like, let's just basically admit it is a expansion, but yeah, it's pretty significant. So I wish I waited. I couldn't have started the YouTube channel where I was back in November, but I mean, for that deal, $100 off basically, like 75%. That's worth like waiting 6 months for. I mean, unless you're like a huge Civ fanatic, that is just such a great deal. So we have a ton of wonders here. +1 science per district on city or outpost. Mausoleum would be pretty useful. Statue of Zeus I think is more military focused. So they grant also some stability. And then some of these wonders even, this one is just shit. It's a glorified extractor. Stonehenge is pretty good too. Food per co-religious states. We don't need that because we have tons of food. Okay, but some of them actually act as holy sites, and that is super, super useful. So, we don't really need production. I guess we'll go ahead and go with, what is it, Mausoleum. And just claim this. And that should be pretty good, okay. Claim that, and then we could probably build that in our capital, since we're going to be building, or our new capital, our future capital. Since, that's going to be a ton of turns, though. But since we are, what, I wonder if wonders get any synergy. Anyhow, since we are kind of just role-playing a little bit, I guess, it makes sense to kind of just move this to the capital down here. It's also a giant city consisting of 2 different regions, so kind of would make sense in that context. Anyhow, okay, you finally made it back here. What is my outpost that needs, like, actual people to reinforce it? Let me see. You have 0 pops. You have 6 out of 4 population, so we could probably upgrade that soon into a full-fledged city. Yeah, Baekdu is kind of overdue to become a city. You also probably need some pops. I guess I'll just station this guy over here, sentry, and you could probably do the same thing. Okay, we need 170 influence. We're getting 50 per turn, so that's not going to be a problem. Mainly thanks to our religious beliefs. Okay, going back here to kind of funnel back in population for us. And I wonder if he's already sent... No, they're still camping out here. I guess they're waiting for reinforcements, since it'd be pretty foolish to actually, like... Okay, he's a veteran. Interesting. But it'd be foolish to kind of just send 3 scouts and a warrior against, like, a capital. Or an archer, or whatever he had there. Alright, stones, thank you. And stability is pretty low, so let me actually... Is this going to provide stability? Okay, it is. So that's going to be useful. Okay, we already built a fountain there. So I do have to be a bit careful about my my stability shenanigans. Okay, that could be pretty useful. Fortress. Interesting. If anything, I should probably build it down here. So in that case, I might want to prioritize a fortress just to kind of, okay, my fountain is still in queue. But I'll probably prioritize a fortress just to, I can't buy that. I'll have to sacrifice pops. But anyhow, I get that with forced labor. I'll prioritize a fortress just to get that extra stability. And like in the worst case scenario, if he does declare war on me, I have that right there for the extra combat strength. So, not a bad investment, I don't think. Okay, and you're not going to be able to embark, you idiot. Ugh. Okay, you'll just have to find another way around. The pathing in this game isn't amazing, but it's like leaps and bounds above Civ 6's pathing. I'll check chat too. I'm almost running out of water. Okay, yeah, look at this guy. He's just stumbling all the way over. I don't know what he thinks he's doing. We're almost going to run into the, no thank you. We're going to run into the independent city here. I guess we should probably just get open borders with them. So let me just see the Olmecs. They have not ascended yet. So let's see if we can get open borders if we can. Propose. Okay, and they want 240 gold for that. No thank you. That is a terrible deal. Screw yourself. Thank you. That may have been a bit bold, but that's just a ridiculous deal. Let me actually go ahead and buy this public fountain if we can. 700. God, that's a lot of money. I'll just put that back up there then. 3 turns, and then we have a ton of religion points, so that should be good. Let me also just... What do we do with you? We are just completely blocked out, so... I don't know what we can do. We can't really navigate either, so... I wonder if we could go through this guy's borders. We need to get open borders with 2 people. So... I guess we just... Warriors are so useful, though. I don't want to just disband him here. Maybe we can just sentry him and see if we can do anything useful later on. Maybe just he can serve as like a mobile outpost. We've got another Aesthete Star, our first star of the era. Not too bad. And I think we're working up towards our land raiser ability. Interesting. That is a new one. Okay, now we also have our first tenant. Let me check chat real quick. Yeah, I would be pissed too if I paid for DLC individually. Yeah, that's just, I feel bad for you. But I mean, I kind of have to buy the DLC on the spot since I like record with it and do videos around that. So that's just what it is. We already have food and production covered. I'm just going to not even bother. We have tons of influence too. So stability would be useful since we have like religion all over. Harmony with nature. Not bad. Plus 10 on holy sites. Let's just get Steel Knot since we are building tons of districts. And how is our religion doing, speaking of which? Okay, we are dominating everyone. We're even converting the Olmecs, and they have like tons of faith from their Olmec, their colossal heads. So that is pretty good. And we're like completely covered here. So that is amazing. We're also going to get our first holy site down here too. So we'll have to see if see how this works. Okay, thank you for enacting that. But yeah, the AI can also enact their own, like I think, like syncretic faiths too regarding your faith, kind of like syncretism in China or like Christianity in Africa. They can like choose to adopt or not some of your certain tenets, which is interesting. Okay, so we finished all our production here. How is stability? 76%. Okay. Should probably build some more districts down here. Though the forge, not too bad. A spearman won't be bad either. And you have a ton of pops thanks to our river ability here. So I think plus 15 wouldn't be bad for production. Plus 2 food. Plus 9 there. Let's go ahead and get another maker's quarter here. Kind of to boost the kuna and then just exploit more tiles. And we have animal magic. I love ferrets, so just more so than cats. End our turn. And end our other turn. Interesting. We got another world star. Okay, new grievance. People just love committing war crimes against us, unfortunately. And we've built our first holy site. So I think that's where I'm going to leave things off here. We already have a ton of people in our capital. So I think just for now, I'll end things off here. And thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Civ Extraordinaire, or 4X Extraordinaire, excuse me. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching the live stream. All right. See you guys. Peace.